In this question, there is a university student who has conducted an experiment where he investigated the effectiveness of a new fertilizer called the Fertilizer A on the growth of maize, and he compared the growth of maize when the new fertilizer was used and when an old fertilizer, that is Fertilizer B, was also used. The experiment that he conducted in a greenhouse at a temperature of 28 degrees Celsius. An equal amount of water was added to the maize during the experiment. And also, the number of fruit per plant is in the table. We have conducted some table, and then also the number of fruit per plant is in the table. So this is how the table is. We have Fertilizer A and Fertilizer B, and also their values are as follows. So the question A said we should determine the number of treatments used in the experiment, and also the B said what is the independent variable, and the C is what is the dependent variable, and the D is how many replicates were used in this study, and E is saying draw the experimental setup, and F is saying determine if there is a difference between Fertilizer A and Fertilizer B. So you are coming to go through this type of question, and the solution, let's go to the solution of this problem. So for A, we will say we are just interested in giving out the solution. So A is saying two treatments are used, that is Fertilizer A and Fertilizer B, and also B is saying independent variable is the fertilizer. Independent variable is the fertilizer. And also C is saying dependent variable is the number of fruit, that is the growth of maize. That is the growth of maize that is measured by the number of plants. And also for the D, say the steady made use of replicate. Yes, the steady made use of replicate. And for the E, you draw a table again, and you draw a table for Fertilizer A and Fertilizer B, and you find the square root of Fertilizer A and Fertilizer B, and you find the total of the Fertilizer A, the numbers of Fertilizer A, and you find the total of the square root for both Fertilizer A and Fertilizer B. So these are the values after finding the square root of each fertilizer, and you find this also, and you find the S1 square. The S1 square is equal to this as it follows. So at the end of the day, you realize that S1 is equal to 0.734 and S2 square is equal to 0.5. So you find the S square. The S square is equal to the N1 S1 square plus N2 S1 square all over N plus N2 minus 2. And you put the values inside and you point it in the calculator. At the end of the day, you will get 0.70514, and you find the value, or you test for you test your statistics. So this is the value for the test statistics, that is 5.6566, and also the table value is 1.71. and you have to know that the critical region is equal to the calculated value, which is greater than the test value. Hence, the calculated value will be equal to 5.6556566, which is greater than 1.61. So therefore, the reject number at significant level is equal to 5.1. Hence, we will say that the Fertilizer A is effective than Fertilizer B. Fertilizer A is effective than Fertilizer. So for the F, we will say yes, Fertilizer A and B are different. But both fertilizers, they are different, and Fertilizer A is effective than Fertilizer B. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.